Oh, I got the banner pop-ups and you're gone live.
Instead of using this weird third-party thing, I could probably also take VCam, pump it into my XSplit, and then use XSplit as the camera source.
I think you'll also see
A lag from that too.
A slight lag.
Yeah. Oh, I hear somebody's audio coming through something.
I hear crinkle, crinkle.
Who do we have for next week? Do we know?
We do not know yet. I'm texting everybody tonight. I just want to make sure we did a show tonight before I got everybody lined up.
You gonna get our buddy Larry in here? Come on, get Larry back.
Oh my god. Larry's never done video with us. He's only been audio with me.
Yeah, that's fine.
There's a reason for that.
Oh my god. You know we're live, right? You're so mean.
It's not mean. He has
Not live,
very
live.
important job.
Nobody can see us yet.
He says something wrong, You can deny audio. Like, that wasn't me. Those guys? I don't know those guys. Still Got Game Podcast. I wasn't on that. No, that wasn't me. It was another guy.
Another Larry Herb spelled with a weird letter
Talking about
arrangement.
video games.
Yeah. Yep.
But if he's on webcam,
Mm.
then it's like, look, I can see you. You were on. That's another guy. Looks just like me. It's not gonna work.
Nice.
You leaked the new Xbox. How could you do this, Larry? That wasn't me. I'm looking right at you.
This is your
looks like
exclusive
me.
here.
It looks like me. No, I had him on the last time he was on. Well, besides the time he called for the episode, I had him on to talk about the original Kinect when it was gangbusters and sold 11 million. It's still the fastest selling game peripheral of all time. The original Kinect. It was like
That's insane.
11 million units in 2 months.
Wow.
That's insane.
You got anyone in chat?
Got it.
Roll call, man. Roll call. So you're live out there.
Boy Blue, are you
My
out
boy
there?
Blue. My boy Blue. Where's Altius? Does Altius exist? Is Altius real?
Like, why doesn't he ever come to our thing?
Like, I've never actually seen him in chat or like on the site or like back in the day. Like, I started questioning it the other day.
I feel like he was
like,
on the
is he
site.
real? Did Derek make him
He's
up?
on the site.
Is he
I've seen
really
him.
Altius?
Yeah.
That's what I started questioning.
That would be
I
the
don't know.
greatest, wouldn't it?
The greatest trick that D-Smooth ever pulled was being Altius. Yeah.
I have a
The king of the internet.
Oh. Yeah, Altius has been around since the podcast days, so I'm not sure he's a streamer guy. But
Yeah, it's possible. Ooh,
Seldom
with the host.
007 with all those 0 viewers, baby. Yeah, sick.
Yeah, my 4 followers, which are probably you 3.
What did you guys think of the HQ finale?
Why am
I thought it was hard.
I thought it was hard. The past didn't matter to me because I got the first 6 right. I think I got the 7th wrong and I used the life and then I got out of 8.
Yeah, I got out on 10, I think. But they made it too hard this time and then tried to fix it in the last 4 days. When they're like 25 eggs
times 35.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you meant they made it too hard to like the questions for that night.
No. Well, no, the questions in last night's show were too hard, but they made it too hard to get to level 10. Well, having one guy at level 10 4 days before the finale versus last time having like 40,000, it was a little different story. Like, I was level 10 so early last time. I only had to answer 3 questions for like the last 4 weeks of the show. It was crazy. So they need some middle ground, I think. But
I don't have a problem with the questions being hard like they were last night more regularly, because sometimes there's way too many winners in the first place. But
Well, that's how HQ was at the beginning. People actually won good money because the questions were hard, and if you fucking won, you deserved it. Now the only time you win good money is if the money pool is huge and there's a few less giant number of winners. It's like I remember when the winners were always like a single digit number of winners in every show, and now it's always in the thousands.
Yeah.
So,
What's up, Hit?
all right, we ready to start? The Hit's going to actually play tonight? Is that his plan?
No, it's recorded.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, he's actually playing. Yeah, see.
Turn left.
That's right.
That's right.
See, I told you he was playing. It's not a good plan, but all right. Well, I'm ready to start the show whenever you guys are.
Yeah, whenever you are. For some reason, something's wrong with chat, though. Like, I typed in tests. It's not there anymore.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's like a couple up there.
Yes. Yeah, mine are coming
I
right
see,
up.
though. And mine came up. I saw it, but then it went away. That's what I'm like. Did it go away?
No, I see it.
I see it above Derek's
Exclamation rank.
No, I see it in the chat thing, but on stream.
Uh,
On stream, it went away.
Weird.
Oh, well, whatever.
Wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, whenever you want.
All right. Counting us down. 5. If you'd like to sponsor Still Got Game, give us a call at 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. Hey now, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Still Got Game, episode 399. Still Got Game's official podcast of tooltoplay.com. I am, as always, Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
And I am Roger Hitman Roken.
And I'm James Yont Dog Yont.
and I'm Chris Selden 007 Selden.
And we are tiffless tonight, so it is the testosterone show. Once again, these shows are not as popular, I will tell you that, but we will do our best to summon our inner estrogen, especially Selden, right?
Oh, wow.
I mean, like, what do
I
you mean?
didn't say it.
I had to say it before someone
There's
else did.
So much hate.
What do you mean these aren't our better episodes? Like, where are you getting these stats from? Like, are these people tuning in, finding out Tiff is not there, and then just leaving?
Just leaving?
Like, or did they know beforehand?
No, we get a lot of more comments. Like I usually try to limit the comments to 3 and Altius's. Otherwise, we could be in the questions forever. Unless one night we want to just do an all comments and feedback show. But
Cool.
when Tiff comes back after she's missing, there's a lot of women commenters that say that they appreciate that, and that's the kind of the equalization of the show that they like. That's not something they find in a lot of gaming podcasts. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering, I'm like, is it the views are down, or okay, all right, I get it now. Cool.
Yep. All right. Well, we will just jump right in the show proper. We'll start off with the mailbag, which has feedback and questions from last week's show, and it also includes a special segment called Yont.
Althea's Corner.
Oh.
No pressure, baby. All right. And remember, if you want to leave us a voicemail, it will cut you off after a minute. Weed Toker comments. Thanks for getting to my question last episode. I realized that I could record a call, but the exciting part would be to interact with you people live. I'm hoping there is some way to get over your delay hurdle for troll callers.
There's no way.
We would love to, man. Trust me, we would love to. But if you've been on the internet lately, that's not an option.
Yeah, because like even if
It's
we
not
had
us.
It's not
us.
us. It's you.
because we wouldn't want to do the show on a 7-second delay because even if there was the technology for it, because we like to have the live feedback from the chat. But then, so let's say that we could at least slow down the callers by 7 seconds and drop them. Well, now, then once you talk, then we'd be sitting around in 7 seconds of dead air listening to it before then we could respond. So the show just wouldn't really flow. So once the internet it gets rid of all the trolls, then we can have live callers. I think that's the prerequisite.
So what he's saying, Weed Toker, if you want to get rid of the internet trolls for us, go ahead. But we're not denying or sponsoring that. But if you'd like to, that's up to you.
You're on your own. It's not
Yeah.
sanctioned by Still Got Game, Tool to Play, or Mediacrum Inc.
playing video audio files, or even if you guys wanted to send in video files, like we can play that stuff. It's just so much easier for us. We can screen that stuff. Easier to show up on screen. Getting a sixth person in a call would be ridiculous. Yeah, Derek's just not moving, right?
No,
Oh,
no, I was
back.
Oh my
He's
god.
doing max headroom stuff.
got it.
Oh my god.
Did you like how still I stood there? That was pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're totally not really fucked up right now. And we totally didn't see some weird logo that pop up for like a millisecond.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
It kind of
gonna
reminds me that Pepsi guy in the
Max Headroom.
Yeah.
Derek looks like that Smash Brothers character, Game and Watch. That's it. You're like Game and Watch, like.
Nice. All right, we're gonna switch it back from VCam next week to the real green screen. End of story. All right. Not Your Mom's Mage comments. I now have heard 2 HQ wins from people I know on Still Got Game. I play with about a dozen other people live daily since the start of the game, and none of us has ever won. So
Don't feel bad. I've never won, and I would never will either.
I got to win this week.
But I'm glad you enjoyed the game, and I'm glad you're joining in with us too.
Yeah, so that's now 3 people that have won HQ.
Yeah.
I also only know 3 people that won HQ. So we're in the same boat. Not Your Mom's Mage. Yeah.
I know the 3 of us. I know Tiff, and I know.
I didn't even know Tiff won.
Yeah, I know Tiff's
your-
now won twice. She
Your
won.
daughter's
she
won like a dozen times, hasn't she?
Caroline's won like over a dozen times.
Other than the people in our circle, I don't know anyone else has won. Honestly, I also don't know many other people that are still playing.
Jeff Gersman's won twice.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, point every week on Mondays.
But yeah, so
Yeah, it's
we're
gonna get a win tonight.
we're glad to be the people that you know that have won, and Not Your Mom's Mage tonight. Maybe that's your night. What's your HQ name? Add us. And although we still haven't really figured out the friend adding thing, it's pretty fucked up. It took us forever to add each other somehow.
What else is really fucked up is that you're speaking with your eyes closed and without moving your mouth.
Oh, your feed is so bad.
We'll get the Kings out for 400. Swear.
Yes.
Can you just plaster a picture of Momo over top of him right now?
Oh, he looks like Momo, yeah.
Don't make me switch cams, guys. 'Cause it's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't
I'm
do
gonna
it.
do it because I
No,
can't.
the
I
house-
can't look at that face. That face is fucked up.
The House of Cards, man.
No, I gotta
It's
do
a
it.
house of cards.
I gotta do it.
No, leave it. It's fine. It's fine. It'll kick in eventually, someday.
I'm gonna try something here. Here we go.
No,
ready,
don't do it.
Derek breaks.
Don't do it. He's
Uh,
gonna do it.
Oh, hey, look, we're not a sponsor of them right now. Hold on a second.
Here we go. Now
Hey, there
we're
we go.
back. See, it was an easy fix.
Oh my god.
All right.
This is officially my last episode of Still Got Game. My blood pressure cannot deal with this.
We're done with VCam after this episode. Oh my god. All right.
All right,
Next
next
up,
comment.
All right.
Mayleg comments. Good episode last week. So funny. Congratulations on winning HQ, Hitman.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
Huh?
If you thought last episode was good, this one's on fire.
On fuego.
This one's lit. This one
Oh,
is lit.
It should be lit on fire. All right. And next up, Altius asks, what are your thoughts on Phil Spencer claiming that Microsoft's multi-device future will benefit everyone? I really can't disagree with him.
I can't disagree with him either. I'm already living that life, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Alvius, he won. Phil Spencer's already won, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is like, we've all talked about this multiple times, but I think having your games, whether they're coming from Microsoft or not, being on all these platforms or even streamed to your phone is a great thing.
But even the Xbox, like what they've been doing with the Xbox, the multiple iterations of the same gen, like they're just copying what Apple and Samsung and all those guys do. Like it's about time.
Yeah.
I like it. Like it makes things easier on their end. You would assume too, right? They can still make the games. It's just tweak them all for all the platforms and
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then for your third-party platforms, you're using your streaming stuff. You're using your Azure cloud to send it to someone's iPhone. You're taking the fucking button presses, sending them back, doing it in the Azure cloud, sending it back to the video back. So it's win-win. Whether your device is one of Microsoft's 8 consoles, or it's rumored 8 consoles, or some other device, it's like Microsoft has this nailed down. Going the open approach seems to have been a better choice than the closed approach.
Yeah, I think GDC is going to be huge this year for Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming up, and I think that the fire's getting stoked just the right amount to be dropping some good announcements coming up in the end of this month.
Oh, no, there's already rumor that at E3 this year, we're going to have some serious Halo Infinite stuff. So,
Fingers crossed, folks. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping.
I
So
mean,
that's-
I think it'll be
Halo.
there. I just don't know when it's coming out.
I'm fingers crossed hoping for it. I'm not saying when I don't care when it's coming out as long as it's good.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Microsoft has nailed this now. And, they may not have the most consoles out there, but at this point in time, they're doing the most right things. And I think it will reflect moving forward.
I really think they have the most consoles out there. They own the PC world too. So, I mean, it's
Okay,
not a
well,
console, but
if you're going to
it's
count PCs, then
Yeah.
yes. But
Yeah.
if you're counting actual consoles, I know
Yeah.
that you're the Sony hater here in the group.
No,
But
I'm not the only one. Come on.
well, like I said, we are definitely an Xbox majorative household. We have 7 Xbox Ones and only 1 PS4. So
It's collecting dust.
I did turn it on when we redid our living room, and I updated it and made sure it worked once we rewired all the wiring. But yeah.
I mean, we're Xbox, but I don't hate Sony. I just like Xbox more, and
That's how I feel. Yeah.
their network is better.
Yep.
They work better with Xbox is the only one that works with PC.
Yeah, Play Anywhere was the greatest thing that ever came about.
Yeah,
I could buy a game I could play with my friends on Xbox. I can play with my friends on PC, and some of them, like Sea of Thieves, cross-platform. You can play with your Xbox friends from the PC or vice versa.
And I'll have to say, the Xbox is the community, the interface, the user interface has always been the best out of all the consoles I've seen.
You don't like the cross-media bar?
Oh God, no! I think it's a piece of garbage. But it's just like it's ever been since the Xbox 360. That they've always sunk a lot of environment into that, the community aspect and the user interface of the Xbox.
Yeah.
And I really think that that's where they're excelling, and it's going to show now that Xbox Live is going to go to multiple devices.
I just hope they fix the chat function though. I feel like that's got some lacking areas there too.
How so?
It just went like a lot more people use Discord and TeamSpeak when they do stuff instead of actually using the Microsoft Chat. I just like we do because none of us all of us use those things quite often. But I bet if we got serious and we did every Thursday night we actually game together, we probably would have a Discord channel that we get in and jump in and do stuff.
Well, wasn't there some story that we covered like 4 or 5 months ago that Discord was coming to the Xbox One?
Well, they have support, like sign-in support, and you can view your profile from Discord. But
Yeah,
that's
but
it.
I thought the chat was coming.
They haven't
too.
done audio yet.
Yeah,
I've been waiting for that. I don't know about you guys, but I use Discord chat 99.9% of the time.
I almost never use Discord chat. I use it
It's
for
all
text.
Discord for me.
Yeah.
LFGing on Discord is not even fair.
That's how Hit found some wonderful people,
Oh, other than that guy.
quality people.
Yeah, other than that guy. Oosh.
No, yeah, there's the other people you had in your group.
I
were
mean,
pretty good.
that
one guy was
happens.
just-
That happens in matchmaking too. You don't know. It's the internet, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I use Discord like crazy. I think it's super useful.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if there was more of that kind of function in the chat feature for Xbox.
Yeah, like if we could bring in Xbox Party Chat into a Discord chat, like that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Like, and even then, like the quality on Discord is like way superior.
Yeah.
Way superior. Like it's crazy how much the quality difference.
Mm,
But anyway, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
All right. Well, great questions. Weed Toker, Not Your Mom's Mage, Meleg, and Altius. And if any of you have questions or comments, give us a call, 773-527-2961, or email us at podcast@toolsplay.com. And on that, why don't we hop on over into what we're playing? Guys, what have you been playing this week?
I've been pretty.
Oh, Derek went purple.
Oh boy.
Oh, just keep going.
Oh
keep
boy.
going.
Disco Derek.
So my blood pressure again.
Keep going. Just go hit. What have you been playing?
So I've been pretty boring. I've been playing just Sea of Thieves, grinding my accommodations, and Apex Legends. Grabbed 2 wins this week on stream.
Nice.
I've been streaming again recently. I took a little bit of a break the last month or so, and yeah, started streaming again, and that's about it.
Nice.
What about you guys?
You
Jan?
So I've had a pretty busy week. I've actually been playing a lot. So I've been playing Apex, been playing with a few friends, playing some COD to get away from the purple monster that's in the stream. So anyways, no, I've been playing COD with some friends, checking out the new
trails.
The new Cops and Robbers. It's okay. I think that there's some weird things about it. Like, I think the vehicles is a little overkill for it. Because people just use vehicles just to run people over all the time, and like it gets old. Like, it's a shooter game, not a car racing down. So,
Sorry, say that again. What game was this?
COD.
Sorry.
They had the new heist. COD.
Call of Duty.
Oh, COD. Okay.
Call of Duty. Yeah. So they have the new heist portion of it now. To where you can. It's still like the respawn type thing. So if you get killed, you can respawn and fly back in. But the people use cars all the time. So, let's see what else I've been playing. Apex for sure. I played a little bit of the beta this weekend, the Division beta. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely picking that up. It definitely reassured that it was worthwhile. So
I've stayed away from the last 2 betas for Division. I just don't want to keep playing the same missions 3 or 4 times.
I think it's gonna get old, but I just wanted to play. I played it for like 4 hours.
No, I meant more like in that. Like I played the alpha, the beta, and then there was another beta. And like I just didn't want to do the same first 3 missions 4 times.
I hear
so,
that's what's happened to me with Anthem. It's just,
I didn't even really like play all the missions. I just kind of did a bunch of random stuff, just kind of checking out the game, see what they changed for some of the perks, see how they were different, how the UI worked. Is kind of what I did more than anything than playing the mission, because the missions I'll play later. I'm not worried about that. It was just more just to get the feel of the game again and see what updates they made. I actually had somebody in my chat that was actually commenting on that they love the way the looks of the game. They really actually upped it from last time, which is kind of nice.
Oh, totally, yeah. Nice.
Dildo?
All right, I've been playing a lot of Crackdown. Loving that game right now. It brings me back to Crackdown 1. I was talking to Hit yesterday on it about it. Crackdown 2 was not a big game for me. I didn't like it at all. But Crackdown 3 has definitely brought it full circle back to the original Crackdown. I feel the whole environment, the graphics, the physics of the game is brought back, and just the boomtasticness of it. Just everything's blowing up and you're flying through the air. It's a lot of fun.
Do you see in that game like, how do I word this? Does the game look cut up to you? Like different art styles changing, or because that game was like canceled at one point and then re-picked up, right? Like, do you see?
Multiple times.
There is different. The only different art styles I would say would be the PvP portion of it and the
Right.
actual game.
Okay, so that's where the division.
That's where the truncated is,
okay,
but
okay.
I don't think it's the actual game. It all looks fluid. It looks like one
Yeah.
developer did it. It looks fine. So
Yeah,
That's one
the
thing I was
campaign.
worried about that game.
Yeah, the campaign missions are very fluid, very polished. I think it looks really good. The multiplayer, I only played it a little bit. I did not like the multiplayer at all. I thought it was a hack job.
Was it
Yes.
more like Crackdown 2 multiplayer?
no, it was worse.
Oh, worse.
It was bad.
Because Crackdown 2 multiplayer was not good.
I don't know. You could go. I don't know. You go backwards, but yeah, it was bad.
I saw what they tried to do with the destructibility of the environment and stuff like that, but it's just like the buildings, just nothing looks real. I mean,
Yeah.
even the cell shading doesn't do the game Crackdown justice by the multiplayer at all. So, but besides that, I played through the Xbox, the indie title, The Gardens Between, because I started seeing that on the advertised for the Switch. So I said, you know what? I know I have this on the Xbox. I'm gonna pick this back up and play through it. It's a great little puzzle game, nice little story, and I know you guys hate me for this, but it was a good game. It's you can get through it within an hour or two. It's a great little story. I recommend it. I think it's on.
I don't hate it. I think it's funny. I think you should have your own YouTube channel of all the crappy games I
Yeah.
play. That's really
No.
what it be. All the crappy games I play.
Selden's crap.
Indie.
Because literally, you're the only one covering them.
Yeah, well, it's fun. It's
Hey,
on.
welcomed. It's welcomed.
It's on Game Pass,
is.
so you can pick it up for free. It's a quick, easy 1,000 gamer points if you want to do that. There's a little trick to how to get them because you only get it during the cutscenes for the most part. But, anyways, played a lot of Pogo and of course Clash Royale.
All right. Well, I played some Anthem. I love
Bad
it.
Game.
I love it. Like, I was nervous I was
Oh,
not going to
no.
like it, and it's actually super fun. It does
You-
everything Destiny did right.
It is
And
confirmed.
He's not a
You-
good gamer
you
anymore.
You think like you don't think like everyone else.
Yeah.
This is 100% confirmed.
I
No.
don't know what Switch
Everything that
somebody
I
flipped,
see on that
but-
game on social media from
they're
my
hating
friends
on
that
the
play the
problems with
game,
it. Yes.
they all
No,
hate
they're-
this game.
There have been problems. Believe me. Don't get me wrong.
Like one of the stories we're talking about tonight.
I've been crashed back to my Xbox dashboard a few times. There's some issues with it. But
That
when
is not even okay. That is not even the full problem. Who cares about that? I mean,
All
that
right.
is an issue. But
No,
the
we'll
full
get to
problem
that
is the
later.
game
We'll
is okay.
but the game is fun. And other than that, I'm playing Pokemon Go, catching new raid bosses, kicking ass. The usual. You know. You
Get
guys
back to
catch
the
the new
game
boss?
world, give us a call.
Yeah, I caught the guy and I closed the app.
Good
Didn't
for you.
even
Ed.
check his IV.
Sad.
I don't
Yeah.
raid. I don't look for the raids. I just play as I
Nerd.
go along.
I don't. I played a little bit just to send a couple gifts, and I like to get the Pikachu's with the specialty things, but other than that, I didn't really.
Oh, the flowers were so bad.
Yeah.
it was garbage, but at least I say I have a few.
Did anyone evolve an Eevee with a flower? Does it go on to like Jolteon and those guys with a flower?
It does, but
Yeah.
I only caught one of them because I only found one of them. Like
Okay.
only one popped up. I was lucky I got it too. I did.
I didn't even know about the Eevee with the flower. Thank God.
I was holding on to one of the quest items, but then I just gave up because then they stopped the flowers after the event was over on the quest items.
Yeah, I got a bunch of Pikachu's with the flowers, bunch of Eevees with the flowers. You know, it is what it is. Whatever. I'm awesome at Pokemon Go. You guys aren't. It's just sorry. Whatever. Okay. All right. On that, why
That is
don't,
not
You can
something to
keep
brag
that
about.
title, man. You can keep it.
all right, why don't we hop on over in the new releases?
You didn't catch all the unknowns, so
No, that's because
I
I
don't
did
know.
live in Canada where they all spawned at my
yeah,
house.
nah, that's only good Pokemon Go players know where they are.
All right. First new release out this week is a piece of shit, and it's RBI Baseball 2019. It's out for the Xbox One, the PS4, and the Switch. Is anyone really clamoring for RBI Baseball anymore?
Is this like
Like the
Is
one
it-
that used to be on the NES?
that
way back-
might interest me? Is there a PC version?
no,
No.
Xbox One, PS4, and Switch.
Oh,
Not
oh,
sold in
Switch.
Canada.
Oh, Switch.
Oh, Switch! Oh, let's ruin it completely.
Oh,
That,
I
that's
might
so
do that.
exciting.
Let me count the no fucks given.
Yeah.
This is a maybe purchase for me. We'll see. I'll check.
can't tell if it's fucking with us or not.
I'll check back in. No, I like baseball. I'll check back in next week.
All right.
Next week.
I'll do a feature in Selden shit games.
Oh man,
Oh, full circle.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be good. Who knows? We'll see.
I love games. I'm sorry.
I like it. Don't worry, Selden. I like it.
I do too.
Someone
At
has
least
to
you're
do
not
it.
claiming that you're the king of Pokemon Go.
Yeah,
Seriously.
self-proclaimed.
It is what it is, guys. All right. The only other new release out this week is Devil May Cry 5 out for the Xbox One, the PS4, and the PC. Is anyone picking this up?
No, but I know a lot of people are excited about it.
I do too. I played the E3 last year, and it was more Devil May Cry,
Devil May Cry, right?
It's just not my kind of game. But for people that it is their kind of game, it's super awesome iteration of that game, but it's just not my thing.
Because
I lost favor out of those ages ago.
Hack and slashes?
No, Devil May Cry is I think the only one I played was 1.
Oh, okay.
And never really went back. It just wasn't my franchise.
Yeah, it wasn't mine either. I played some DMC3. I think because I got a review code for it, so I kind of had to. But it's not my style of game either. Have Selden and Yacht, you guys either play any of the Devil May Cry games?
No, it's not my genre. It never will be my genre.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but it looks like a good game. Don't get me wrong. It looks like a fantastic game. It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, that's my problem with it. It's a great looking game and it feels great if that's the kind of game you like. It's just not the kind of game I like.
If I had nothing else to do and there's no other games out, and I was like, what the heck? I'll pick it up. But no.
All right. And on that, why don't we hop on over into the gaming news? I'm going to pick the first story so that I can mitigate its problems. Anthem is reportedly bricking and shutting down PS4s. Now, the shutting down is one thing. Like, I've been booted back to the dashboard of the Xbox multiple times in Anthem, and it's a problem. But as far as bricking PS4s, there's only one guy on Reddit that said this. And there's one guy on Reddit that says he has like a 75-inch penis. So you don't believe what you hear on Reddit all the time, okay? Like, you don't take it at face value.
You also don't read threads that say, my cock size is, click on link.
Is that what those threads are labeled? Usually it's something that shoves it in the middle of a Halo thread.
Oh god!
Oh really?
Yeah, like you're reading like a normal thread, and then someone's just spams it. But anyway, I feel bad for the PS4 guys. It's probably because the PS4 is the substandard console that this is happening, right? Oh, see, I set you guys up for that. Someone could have spiked that, but
I'm not spiking that punch anymore. Everybody knows I hate Sony, so it's not. I don't need to fuel the fire. I mean, seriously.
It's obviously they've owned up to these problems. They said they're tracking them all. They're fixing them as fast as possible, and the game is already better than it was at the start. And I don't doubt they're going to take care of these.
Start of the beta, or
okay, listen. Well, look at Master Chief Collection. That thing was broken out of the box, and it was all of our favorite series of games.
Again, the brokenness I can understand. I feel like a lot of games are doing that nowadays, which they shouldn't be. But it's not that the game's broken. It's the game has no end game. The game is the same crap over and over again. They tried to steal from another genre, and they failed. I'm sorry. I was stoked about this game, but after playing the beta, I was just like, seriously? This is what it is? I thought there was going to be more to this. No.
I don't know. I'll tell you, if any game I've ever flown in, this is the most satisfying flying of any game I've ever flown.
But that's what everyone was complaining about, though.
For 5 minutes.
I don't know. My thing with Anthem is I was always skeptical about this game. Oh, my ship's about to sink. Sorry. I was skeptical about this game because I was like, are they going to be able to make enough content? Are there going to be enough features? Like, I was like worried. Are they going to be able to match their competitor, which is Destiny? And now hearing everything, it's confirmed to me at least that no, they didn't. And it just kind of gives me a little bit more respect for Destiny because they were always complaining that they couldn't pump out content fast enough. Like we were always like, I want another raid. Like where's the raids? Like how come they're not doing raids?
Mhm.
And it's apparent now. Shit like that take time. It takes a lot of time to build, and Anthem is a perfect casualty of this. Like they just didn't have enough content. There's no PvP. There's no end game. Like
Yeah, but
it's the
even
same
look
boring
at
shit over and over.
look at the Destiny stuff. Like everybody has made sacrifices here. When Jay and I had our first behind closed doors with Destiny before Destiny came out, they were like 16-man raids and 24-man raids. What did you?
That's before.
Did you ever do any of those in Destiny?
But the game came. But Destiny 1 was good. They had some flaws, yes. But
Yeah,
it
and like
was good.
one of the flaws that I thought, I don't know if you guys agree, but I thought Destiny 1 was thin. Like I was doing a lot of the same content over and over. Like
Oh, yeah.
one
All
of
you
my
did was
complaints
Vault of
was
Glass and fucking you just
Yeah.
ran the same shit over and over and over
and
every
to
week.
hear that Anthem is worse than that, like oh man, like
Your content is not even like you're doing it over and over again. You do it to a point and you're like, I'm done. I've done it once. I really don't have any poise to do. Least you do Vault of Glass 3 or 4 times to try to get a different drop. This game, like, I don't want to do the grind. The grind just sounds like nonsense. I mean, absolute nonsense.
Well, they've said that more content is coming, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt, like we gave Destiny.
I hope they keep
well-
supporting the game. Maybe add stuff, try to fix the things that are broken. Like
That's what they said they're gonna do.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I feel like that's a default statement, but hopefully they go through with it and they don't give up on it. And let's see where it is in a year, 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't
I'll
know.
let you guys know. But
Every
that's my
loss is
current
shuffle.
game of choice. So we'll see what happens. All right. Any of you guys want to pick a story?
Go ahead, somebody.
Oh, good. Let me pick a story. Sony officially discontinues PlayStation Vita. It's still around, is all I have to say.
All right.
Wow.
Seriously? Come on, PlayStation. Why
I will.
is this even around?
Okay, I will say that we did have a PlayStation Vita for a while, and but it ended up being something we couldn't use, and we ended up selling it, and we ended up selling it for almost what we paid for it, and
Well, good
because
for you.
there was a market for it. But the PlayStation Vita, of all of the handhelds, was like playing a little TV in your hand. It was the best video quality of any of these console handhelds.
I have my Sega Game Gear, which has just the best graphics as that one. That I love that thing. I would
I
take
mean, the
that
Vita
over that
was-
Vita.
I mean,
Any day.
the Vita is really powerful. Like,
Yeah.
I think it rivals the Switch.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely better than the Switch graphics wise and power wise. It just didn't have the games, and Sony was too bifurcated, and they were like, are we going to make portable games or are we going to make console games? And they obviously chose console, and because
nobody
of
was
that,
buying the portable games.
yeah, and so the Vita took a hit there, which makes sense. But of all the handhelds that have ever come out, that's certainly the most powerful, even more powerful than the Switch at this point. I will
Sony-
definitely say.
I remember when
Sony makes console games. I thought they only made like Spider-Man and a couple other like.
But
All
those
right.
are console games, though.
Yeah, Jan's not the one to
It's in
talk
the
to
couple-
here. He's just going to shit on them. Yeah.
I mean, for me, I own a Vita. I liked my Vita. I stopped buying games for it a long time ago. It's a pretty old console if you think about it.
Which is ironic that its graphics are still better than the Switch.
I mean,
It's an old console. It's like we got ours like 7 or 8 years ago, I feel like.
yeah, I feel like that's how. Yeah, I feel like it's old, but I liked it for its time. It just stop
It was-
buying it. It's
How much
kind of
did
it's
it
kind of
retail
sad.
for?
When
it first
if
came
you
out,
have
how much?
if you have how much did it come out for?
I think it was 300.
Yeah, I would say about 300.
Yeah.
It's pretty expensive.
Yeah, it probably placed itself right out of the market with a price for a handheld.
Yeah,
That's the
again,
price
it
of the
was
Switch.
it was the
It's-
most
it's a
powerful
different
console at
time
the
now.
time.
Yeah, but you have how many in your house? Again,
2?
I digress.
We only had one Vita, okay. But we only got 2 Switches because of fucking Pokemon, so.
I think this is sad, but it was inevitable. Like it's
Yeah.
just about it's time.
That's just not Sony's. That's not where they're going moving forward. They're not going portable. And Microsoft has never gone portable. Like, think of all the years we covered stories of potential Microsoft portable devices, and we've never seen any of them.
Yeah, I think they learned their lessons when they tried to come out with the Zune. I think
that-
they were like, nope.
No, Windows OS, baby, that thing was rocking.
So the Zune was that was Jay Allard behind that, and he was the king of the Xbox 360. Like it in theory, on paper, the Zune should have worked having Jay Allard be the champion of it, but it just didn't.
It was already in a market that was dominated by one company. So
yeah, it's tough to break in.
Yeah, it's like Microsoft actually trying to make a Xbox phone or something. That would be really hard to compete with the iPhone.
Well, the PlayStation phone also failed, so as you can see. But all right, Selden, you want to pick up a story?
No, I got one. I got one.
Okay,
executive decision before you take it. Apex Legends. Oh, wait, Apex Legends attracts 50 million players in its first month. Was that the one you were going to take, Selden?
No, I was going to take the next one with the leak.
Oh, what, the map one? Oh, I'll steal that one.
Son of a bitch.
Derek's not moving again, right? Okay.
Nope, he's frozen.
Every time that I go and talk, this guy, I think he does it on purpose. Apex Legends has pulled in 50 million players worldwide during its first month, according to developer Respawn. The free-to-play Battle Royale shooter has unveiled and launched on February 4th and managed to amass 10 million players in 72 hours. Yeah, it also has a whole bunch of like other records and blah, blah, blah. This is not a surprise given how popular this game has been getting.
Given that it's free.
And it's free, yes.
I can't wait until they have the update. I'm so excited about the update. I wish I could get a PC fast enough so I could play Apex with you on a PC. Because I would love to play it at this point with you on a PC. Because I
thought you were going to have a PC by this point because you were asking the questions earlier this week.
Oh, I'm working on it.
All right, so here's my question for Yant. Yant is now getting a PC, like most of us have nice gaming PCs. Yant, when is the last time you played a shooter on PC?
Let's not talk about that right now.
Yeah, but hold on, but what does that matter?
Well, because his keyboard and mouse skill is going to be...
He doesn't need to use keyboard and mouse.
So you play with a gamepad on your PC hit? Really?
Oh.
I mean, like, you play the any way you want. No, I play mouse and keyboard with Apex.
Yeah.
But like, you don't have to.
No,
you don't have to change anything, really.
That's a good point. I will try it, and I will do keyboard and mouse. I think I can do it. I've done it before. I played PUBG for a while. About a year ago, I played PUBG over my friend's house for a while. Because I haven't. The reason why I haven't a PC or haven't played a PC game is because I own a Mac and I'm a designer, so I just do Mac stuff. But I'm over Mac right now, so I'll do it at work or stuff. But like, you know, in the gaming environment, I feel like PC would be better. But I mean, okay, here's my perfect point. I've watched Snipedown, which is one of the biggest Halo players, play on his PC and just own people, not with mouse and keyboard. He's using his controller. And he's just, I mean, don't get me wrong, the kid's phenomenal. I can say kid because he's younger than me, but literally is phenomenal. But the fact that he's still owning people, mouse and keyboards. I mean, like, I wouldn't rank him quite with Shroud, but
Snipedown's ridiculous.
He's been playing with Crafty. He's been playing with. He played with Summit one night. I'm like, just watching him play with these guys, keeping up with them kill wise and running. I mean, like, yeah, with a controller. You know, not to say I'm going to be that way, but at least I can have fun.
I don't think controller is a disadvantage, like, especially for a player like Snipedown that is only played on console. Like, I'm glad he stuck with the controller. Like, stick with what works. And if you want to later on down the road, like, that's one of the main reasons why I play Sea of Thieves with the controllers, is I started playing with controller.
Well, Sea of Thieves is not a shooter. It's more of a platformer.
I mean, in competitive situations, mouse and keyboard can be beneficial, but controller's not that bad. Like, yeah, I don't think it's that bad, especially for Snipedown. Like, he's so comfortable with it. Like, yeah.
Let's say I'm anybody. I was just making a point. Like, about that. Like, you know, I'll play with mouse and keyboard. I'll try it out and do stuff. But yeah, this is a great episode. $3.99, folks. $3.99 with the purple monster here.
We're gonna be polished by 400.
But yeah, no, I'll play with keyboard and mouse. But like, if I get frustrated, I'll play with the controller too. So there's an option there. Which is, it's for me. for gaming, like don't get me wrong, I like to be the winner, but for me, it's more playing with friends. That's what I like doing. I love playing Apex, but I hate going playing by myself. Like playing with all the randos running off like in opposite directions. I'm like, oh, you guys, this is a team game, you idiots. What are you doing?
Oh, randos
Like,
are the worst when they do that.
You know,
The worst.
I go get killed, and I'm like, okay, I'm down a man. Okay,
Yeah, like,
now
come
I'm down
revive
two
me.
guys. Yeah, no.
Like,
But with
no,
over 50
you
million
took
players,
off.
you're gonna catch that every now and then.
Yeah.
We'll play without you. Stay dead. Yep. All right. Selden, you want to pick up a story?
Yeah, I want to pick up the no one noticed that Apex Legends map was leaked almost a year ago. This comes to us from GameSpot, and it goes into how a Reddit user by the name of Hit Iconic over a year ago in the Titanfall Reddit thread released a vision of this map. There it is right there on the screen. And everybody kind of blew it off and said they better not make Titanfall into a Battle Royale game. And the thread kind of just shut down. And then a year later, everybody's like looking at that map again going, oh my God, he released it a year ago.
You know,
That's
that's
crazy.
I remember seeing this. I seen that image before. And nobody took it serious. Everyone was like, "Oh, okay, we'll see what happens with this." But yeah, it's funny. Like even if you look at the map, like it's still kind of old.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of areas that are missing, but like somebody leaked this out. If I
That's
were
crazy.
at Respawn, I'd be like, "Who the fuck did this?"
Who is this guy?
I'm sure
Hit
that person probably
something.
doesn't work there anymore already. So
Yeah, it's possible.
And truthfully, I mean, they might have been just putting feelers out to see if the Titanfall community would go for.
Yeah, that's the
A
other.
Battle
Yeah,
Royale
it's
game.
true.
That's
It's
part of
true.
this article speculated was it leaked on purpose from someone within the company?
Yeah. And it's just funny because it seems like such a negative feeling was towards it at that time, but they took it back, they hid it behind the scenes, they developed it, they pushed it out, and boom, 50 million players consecutive.
Yeah.
Well, what the great part was it wasn't they just did that, Selden. They actually reached out to a bunch of streamers like Shroud who
Right.
actually helped them test and develop the game.
In
And they
secret.
Give their
in secret, which was
made the
great.
game better. Yes. Because they were actually talking to gamers instead of going, well, we're the gamers. We're going to figure out what we want. They actually went to the community and asked and figured it out, which made the game like that's why it's doing better right now than Fortnite. I mean, they're kind of equal, but I mean,
And Fortnite's
Someone
kind
is
of a
doing
cartoon, kind of a building
Yeah.
game,
Well,
kind of not a
they're
shooter.
they got a little bit differences to
Yeah.
them, but you know, you can see why it's doing so well.
Yeah.
They
The
asked-
thing that I love about this game is what you hit on. Like this game was a secret. Like
Yeah.
how do these guys keep a secret in this day and age where everything fucking leaks?
Especially
that's-
when you're
that-
bringing a bunch of streamers in to test
Yeah,
it.
like it's really impressive. Like
Oh,
I
They
like the
talked,
game.
they
They
talked
kept
about
the
the
secret,
form they had to fill, their legal document. There was so much repercussions for them if they would have leaked anything. I mean, and they even said, I think some of the people that worked for Respawn, if they leaked anything, they wanted to make this a secret. So they did a great job
Oh,
with it, and they made sure the legal was there, so the person would be screwed for life if they leaked it. So
But seriously, for them to hold it up till the Friday before they release it, basically,
Yeah.
kept it a secret the entire time. It's phenomenal. It's a ballsy move, and it worked. I love it.
It's fucked up.
now let's see what they can do with it. I'm
Yeah.
excited what they're going to do this month. I think it's this month. They're supposed to be releasing a new character and maybe some map updates and maybe a couple more weapons. But I don't know. There's been all kinds of leaks on that stuff, so who knows?
All right.
Do we need to do this
Well, the,
last story? Because
Yeah, the last story this week is Fallout 76's new beer brewing crafting system details leaked, and no one cares. So, if you have questions or comments, or you want us to talk about stories next week, give us a call 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooletopplay.com. And sponsors, we're looking for some sponsors, so give us a call 773-527-2961. Email us podcast@tooletopplay.com. You tell us what you're selling, what you're going to pay us. We'll sell it. You pay us. Boom, done. And we will negotiate with smaller sponsors. So don't let that stress you out. Twitter us up. You can find everything Tool Play related at twitter.com/tooltoplay. Everything podcast related at twitter.com/still_got_game. I, King of the Internet, got everything that's holding. Twitter.com/Derek Nolan.
and I'm at twitter.com/i6hitman.
And I'm at twitter.com/James A. Yant.
And I am twitter.com/Selden007.
Facebook the fuck out of us. Facebook.com/toldplay. Facebook.com/Derek Nolan. And we have a YouTube channel.
Yes. Roll right through it.
YouTube.com/tooltoplay. That is where all of Tool to Play's archive video content goes, whether it's episodes of this show, whether it's live streams, whether it's Quick Hits that's coming back March 29th, whether it's Tiff's Immature Interviews that's coming back March 17th, I think, whether it's Yant's Welcome to the Doghouse making its premiere on April 2nd, not April Fool's Day, the day after. Whether it's Selden's foot cam show coming back on...
Not like what the games he's going to be playing. Watching the foot cam.
The Selden foot cam coming back in mid-April. So, yeah, we got a lot of YouTube content coming up. So go to youtube.com/toolplay. Subscribe, and you'll be notified whenever we get our new video content. Please rate and review the podcast on iTunes. We need some 5-star reviews. So go there, give us 5 stars. And if you have an extra 5 seconds, write a little something nice. Tell people I like the show. It'll help us out, help you out. It's good for everybody. We have a Mixer channel, mixer.com/tooltoplay. That's where we broadcast this shit live and where we do all kinds of gaming live. So go there, mixer.com/tooltoplay, and follow us there, and you will be notified when we pop on live, and you'll be able to see all of our awesome gaming content. We also have our own Mixer channels. I'm at mixer.com/Derek Nolan.
I'm at mixer.com/i6hitman.
And I'm mixer.com/YauntDog7.
And I am mixer.com/Selden007.
And we're going to do our best to make sure the Tool to Play channel is hosting our various Mixer streamers when we are not directly broadcasting on the Tool to Play channel. And I guess I'm going to remind you all, you can join us each and every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, mixer.com/tooltoplay. And on that, why don't we wrap this penultimate episode up? I am Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I am Roger Hitman Roken.
I'm James YauntDog Yaunt.
And I am Chris Selden007 Selden.
Stay tuned for Titanic HQ.
Is that tonight?
And the
Yeah,
purple
I don't know
Going
shit
away.
about Titanic, which is going to suck. So.
Yeah, we're going to sink.
like movie Titanic or Titanic?
No, the movie
It's
Titanic.
the movie.
Oh, boy.
What's up, Blue?
You're our boy, Blue.
Hey, Blue.
All right. Yeah, next, for episode 400, I'm going back to the real green screen. Sorry. VCam is just too much trubs.
I don't know why you're the only one that has webcam issues.
But I am the only
not
one
VCam,
using...
not VCam.
I'm the only one using a 4K webcam with VCam.
I am.
But you're not using VCam.
I use VCam, though.
When?
All the time. That's all I stream. I only use it
But
for
you
this.
don't use it with Skype.
No.
No. So it's the combination of...
Yeah, but before we ever use VCam, like your webcam would always go purple or red or pink or like be doing something that it's not supposed to be doing. Like this is not a isolated incident. Like this happens all the time,
right,
dude.
But tonight it was super psychedelic and cool. Like let's not sell it short. It was like a 70s.
Don't
music
try to
video.
spin this, Donald Trump. It's still something bad happened.
It looked cool. I'm gonna say when I was doing like the and there was like still frames of my face like all over in purple.
The Rage Purple Monster.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. That part was pretty sweet.
You had trails at one time. It was pretty. It was epic.
Thanks. See, Selden agrees.
Couldn't
Yeah,
you watch the stream? I was like,
It doesn't. Selden, you use VCam with Skype, right?
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what
like I don't ever see him going pink or purple.
But he's not using a 4K cam.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Too
matter.
much data.
No.
I'm sending too much data into VCam. It can't handle it. It can't handle
I
it.
use VCam
Can't-
all the time. I never have problems ever.
I just want to go on the
handle
record.
The king of the internet.
I just want to go on the record and say, freaking Hitman is god of streaming right now. I mean, he was playing this game the whole time. He hardly broke character when his ship was sinking. Besides,
No,
Yeah,
that's
I know,
the one time
right?
he broke. Oh, but
Oh shit, my ship's sinking. Because I heard it. I'm like, oh wait a second, hold on. I think we're sinking. Like,
was
oh
like,
shit, we are.
I almost forgot that you were actually playing this whole time until you said that. I was like, God damn it, he is playing the whole time.
It does.
Master
Look,
of
I'm doing the
art.
Derek method. I'm putting an earbud in.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm dropping an earbud and popping one in. It's HQ Universe time.
All right, and yeah, this is gonna suck. No
Why?
free lives.
No,
Yeah, I
and
think I used up my
Titanic.
lives. Yeah.
Titanic.
I think it's gonna be great.
I was telling Tiff, I don't ever think I've actually seen the entire movie Titanic before.
I think I watched it once, and I think I slept through most of it.
Bang!
I almost rage quit HQ the other night when that whole volleyball question came on, and nobody calls it Spike anymore.
No, it's bump set spike. That's what people call it,
No,
unless
nobody
you're a
says-
nerd.
Nobody
What-
that plays the sport says a spike.
What do they call it?
They just call it a hit.
Oh. Oof.
It's the spike is like so like 80s fluorescent video movie term. It's like saying we play with a joystick still.
I'm back. So what do people call it when they don't call it spike?
You're
They
back.
just
Where
call
were
it a
you?
hit. It was a nice hit. It was a good hit.
So do you still call the bump the bump?
It's called a pass.
What kind of a bump?
Oh, Hit's doing bumps of cocaine over there.
I wouldn't
Of the-
even know where to get that shit.
Of the yay. All you have to
Local
do
Poke
is
stop.
down.
That's
down
one
in
thing about
Montreal,
people that do
there's some
drugs. I don't
strip clubs,
understand.
you can go there.
Where
you
the
just hook
fuck are they
yourself
getting
up.
this shit? No idea.
It's like, hey, you got any yay? And they're like, I got your yay,
Yay
right?
or yee? I think isn't it yee?
No, it's yay.
Yay? Oh.
Yeah. Maybe in Canada you say it ye. Why is Yant looking at the ceiling like there's a bee flying around?
Oh, I was looking at my monitor. I was turning this off.
Oh, like Hit. That's where Hit used to put his
My
monitor.
monitor's right here.
Here. Yeah, that's Hit.
I have one here and one here. And
Guys,
one
it's Hitman coming to you live from the stream. We're playing some Halo tonight. Yeah, what's going?
Opposed to me.
Oh, what's Selden doing? Selden doesn't understand camera depth.
Bled out, damn it.
here. Wow, I'm glad we're over with the show. I guess.
Oh.
I gotta do something. I'll be right back.
I gotta do something other than HQ.
Hit. What phone image are you using? Like an iPhone 6?
No, it's the 7.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I picked the 7. Yeah, the 7
Okay.
jet black. That's what my phone is.
Oh, okay.
You go
Mine
Pixel.
all have
Pixel
the
XL.
notch. Mine have always had the notch for the last 2 years, so that looks so old.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
I
it's
c-
like
I-
retro.
Should I get rid of it? I can get rid of it. How about this?
Those are cute Walmart phones.
That's cooler. That's cooler. It makes you look at least like you have a modern phone.
It was so nice when she was not hosting Words the other night.
I won HQ Words again this week too on Saturday. The Saturday morning cartoons
Yeah.
HQ Words.
I think the best host they have is the girl that does the sports. I think she's the best on camera personality.
I
they
like
have.
the light skinned girl. I forget her name. I like her.
I don't know if you can say that on a stream.
Well, I don't know her. Well, what?
Is it racist that he said that? Oh, I can't even ask that question.
I'm not sure.
It's not. Is it? That's not racist.
I think it is, but I'm not 100%.
If I said I hate people that are light skinned, that would be racist.
Okay.
I like this girl.
It's the description that I think was the borderline.
But seriously, hit last night when that kid asked, "Is it racist that?" I was like, as soon as he said that, I'm like, "Oh, this is going to turn into a shit show."
Yeah, that. Oh
Like-
man, that kid, man. Oh my.
I was like, "Whoa."
He was just digging himself into a grave.
And the girl that was playing with you had nothing to do with it. man.
Far wherever yonder.
What?
Who's not talking to? Jan's
got a
having a social
He's got a
part.
whole family there, so
I'm talking to my kids. Relax, dude. And
No.
guess what I'm going to be eating right now? Mm.
Did Jant make a cupcake in a mug?
No, my wife did. What is it called? Mug cake. Delicious.
How close are your people to where you're recording?
My wife's sitting right next to me.
Were you
What
like,
are-
shh, be quiet during the show?
I haven't
No,
seen
they
this
just
yet.
they just came in here to say hi. There's my wife.
Yes, hi, Miss Cat. I don't know. I haven't gotten to yet.
We have a 2-floor limit in this house where during the show the kids have to be 2 floors above me and not come downstairs.
You hate-
blended in. I mean, it's gooey in the middle. It's really good. Oh, it's yeah. This is delicious. I'm sorry. This is
We
delicious.
apologize for this stream.
Like, can you? Yeah, his audio is really gonna ruin the stream.
If you're not living a first-class life,
My video is cool.
You don't understand how good this is, though.
5 days
That's
in a
my
row, or refer your friends to earn an extra life for free. Yeah.
So be honest with me,
Now,
guys.
maybe Titanic.
The couple times I dropped off and I was still, did you really just think I was standing still, or did you know I dropped off?
The first time, I thought you were standing still.
With Taylor Swift trivia.
First
9
time.
p.m.
After like a
Wednesday.
minute of you just being like,
Uh-huh.
I was like, okay,
KK
I
in
think
the
this is
house
something wrong.
Wednesday, and we're following that up on Thursday. 9 p.m. Stay in
Oh,
Golden.
Golden Girls.
Yes, Golden
Yeah.
Girls trivia.
That is mine. That's my jam
Golden
Thursday night.
Girls trivia Thursday. Thank you for being.
Blanche
By the way, what's with the
Devereaux.
3
Hey, you know,
celebrity
roughly
deaths today?
32% of
Jesus.
the people
I
aboard
know,
Titanic
fucking-
survived that disaster.
A hockey
Far
player died today,
fewer
right?
of You will make it out of tonight's game alive.
I think
Will
so.
you
He
sink
was the
All
third
I know
one.
is Luke Perry.
Will
He
you
used to
be
play with
crowned
Gordie
king of
Howe.
the
I forget
quiz?
who it was that died, but
The lead singer for Prodigy
Oh,
died
Prodigy,
today, too.
yeah.
Maybe. Promise me you'll survive savage questions, that you won't give up, no matter what happens.
All right.
No matter how
Here we go,
hopeless.
guys.
Put on your rose-colored glasses. It is time to see if you do, in fact, know Jack. Let's get down
To the nitty-gritty.
nitty-gritty. With over 380,000.
This is when we all
watching
go
this
on
game right
Q3.
now, let's get this show on the road. Kimura.
What was the name of the ship that sunk?
Which of these is a hit song from the Titanic soundtrack? I'm on a boat. My heart will
Heart will go on.
No, it's I'm on a boat, man.
I'm on a
Ian still
boat.
sings this
Drop
during
it
her
like
Vegas
it's
show, I
hot.
can confirm, and she kills it every time. Yeah, far wherever you are.
Yanta.
You should know this one. It's My Heart Will Go On.
I think, Jant, if you're going to eat during the show, you should have to eat with
That's on Lonely
chopsticks.
Island. 341,067 will go on to Q2.
You know how hard that would be
Tonight,
with eating this?
No more
Yes.
levels, no more points.
Mug.
The season's over.
That'd be hilarious,
Back,
though.
Difficulty. Yeah.
Maybe. Q2. Who played Cal? Rose's fiance. Billy Eichner, Billy Zane, or Billy McFarland?
Billy Zane?
Yeah, Zane.
Calden Hocklick, a.k.a. Cuckoo Cal.
Oh, I do have a
aka
life.
Cal the Cad.
Jesus.
An even bigger villain than the
On
iceberg
this?
somehow.
not
Was
tonight.
played to posh
Oh, it's just
perfection
for
by
the
none
show.
other than a wig-wearing
Oh,
Billy
no.
Zane.
None of us are winning
Listen
this.
to your friend
I'm not
Billy
using.
Zane.
I have
He's a cool
3 and
dude.
2, and I'm
He's
not
trying to
using
help
any
you
of
out.
them.
Oh,
You gotta get us at
remember
least
at
a
Z-Man.
like question
Early
7
then.
and 8.
100,000 out at Q2, but 238,
question early.
197, swimming on to Q3. What does the name of the French liqueur de la mer mean in English? Queen of my life, king of the world, or heart of the ocean?
Heart of the ocean, right?
Is it a diamond? Yes.
Heart of the ocean, yeah. Because mare
It
is
was born by Louis
sea.
XVI.
That's
And they
the
call it
rock, right? The
Heart
gem.
of the
No?
ocean. Yes. It's overwhelming. Well, it's for royalty.
Hit, you're from Canada. You
Heart
do know
of
French.
The ocean
I
liqueur
don't.
de la
I,
mer.
no, that was an elective.
210,370. You are royalty.
Wow,
Alright.
that was
The rest
mandatory
tossed
up there.
over the
So was
ocean
Canada? Is that what you
where
said,
you
yeah?
belong. By the way, that necklace at the end of the movie, deleted scene, it was swallowed by a
I actually
sea
took
turtle.
Spanish.
So another casualty.
That's so
Titanic.
weird.
That turtle.
It was
Q4.
cheating, so.
Rose impresses Jack at the real party by downing what beverage? Beer, champagne, or whiskey?
Oh, I don't know this.
I don't know it either.
Rose
I'm
is
going.
champagne.
I'm going whiskey
I
because
went
whiskey's
whiskey.
badass.
Feet below
I
deck.
think it was
Champagne.
whiskey. I think she
Even
did a
going
shot
on
with
point
the sailor
at
boys
one
down in the
point.
basement.
For her,
Oh.
the Titanic may as well have been a booze cruise.
I
with
read
all
that
the
question
beer
wrong.
She cleared.
It's a new season, right?
No, the new season hasn't started yet. This is a nothing.
So are we? I still have a
That was
pass.
a beer.
First class
No,
cruise
you don't have a pass, and you're
No.
not earning a
I'm
pass.
out.
Bend the elbow.
I'm out too.
And I'm out.
Is your answer
I'm saving my stuff for the good stuff.
114,800. are chugging along.
Hey, I made the question whatever that
and
was.
glugging,
Yay!
quaffing Q.
All right, stream. Thanks for watching.
Tonight.
We're
What does
out.
Rose say right before she and Jack share their first.
No, I don't know. Are we?
I'm flying, Jack. And I trust
Oh, that was
Is
trash.
Sheldon still in?
Deservedly
I'm in.
regarded as
No,
one
I'm
of
out.
the best
I'm out
on-screen
on
pieces of
I'm
all
still in
time.
the
We're all out?
The
Yeah,
famous
that was
moment
awful.
in Power of the Ship,
Yeah, that was
where
terrible.
Rose feels like
We
Maybe I
knew it was
should
going to
have
be
my wife
terrible.
say it for
We called it. We called the
I'm not even
terribleness.
gonna fucking put this on anymore. Damn it.
Fuck that shit.
I will say, Derek, I started listening to those Business War episodes, like you said.
They're pretty exciting, right?
They are, but man, I'm telling you, it makes me worry about this whole announcement thing going on. It puts a whole different spin on PlayStation delaying and not coming to the E3.
No. So did you listen? Did you do the original PlayStation Nintendo one first, and then the Microsoft PlayStation one?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, they're so good.
It's just like some of that
I'm
back office, like how Nintendo just
I'm out.
blew PlayStation out there at the beginning. And
Oh, I know. I know.
Wow. Like, and then I can see some similarities of what's going on these days. Like, all of a sudden, PlayStation's not going to be there, but they're going to have their own presser. I'm like, are they going to wait to see what Microsoft does and then just try to
Yeah.
one-up them at their own thing?
That was the fun part about listening to the Microsoft PlayStation. Was as much as it pissed me off, like I was there for all of that, and I'm
Yeah.
hearing them talk about it from their perspective, like it's a historical event. But I was like, I was there. Like I saw this, I saw that, and it like that show is pretty cool. They do a really good job with those.
Yeah, I went on to listen to the Monster Energy versus Red Bull ones, too. That was really good.
Oh, I haven't listened to that one yet, so that's I have that queued up somewhere. But
Yeah. But
Nice.
I even chat tonight. Disappointed in you, chat. Disappointed.
that's just
Barely
really
didn't
fucked
even
us.
fill up half the box on the screen.
Yeah, you fucked us. All right, so next week for episode 400, I'm going full
Are we
on
still
green
doing
screen. Are we still doing episode 400?
I mean, next week, like,
Well, as long as I can
do we
get,
have to delay by a week?
well, as long as I can get at least two of the guests that are we still streaming?
Yes.
As long as I can get,
One of the two? No, two of the
Both.
three?
as long as I can get JDA and DCS.
Yeah.
All right, as long
Like,
as I
might as well just say it. That,
Just
why
take
did you
us
even
offline.
why did you even
Take
say
us
the
offline so we can
initials?
talk.
because no one knows them.
Oh, come
What?
on! You gave these guys no credit.
Okay.
They
The
know
only
that they
people
know
watching
me.
the stream are us. This isn't going to be in the podcast. This is going to be cut out. So I can actually say their names. As long as I can get Joel, Dude, I Rock, Albert, and Derek, Code Monkey, Shomer, then we will go live next week. Otherwise, we'll postpone until we can get them. But I think they definitely need to be here. Would you agree?
Yeah, sure.
I would. I don't know about the other guy, but I do agree that
Duty should be.
Duty needs to be here.
Code has done more episodes than Duty of the show.
Well, I'm sure. I just don't know. I've never interacted with him. I'm just saying, like, I don't know about him, but I know from you guys doing the show. Like, that's about as far as I know.
Yeah, when Jay shut down the show, Code was the guy that stepped up and did it with me, and he did it for 7 years.
Now look at us, man. Bunch of ragamuffins.
I know. Now I went deep to the well.
Oh my god, man, fishing at the bottom of the barrel.
Oh. Wait, there were some shows I did where I had Jonah Falcon as my guest host.
Oh yeah. But really, does Altius exist? Is he real?
Hit still has this Altius thing.
I'm starting to question it, man.
Hey, Hit, I've been asking that about all the reviews that we get all the time for
Yeah.
like the last
Oh,
10
I've-
years.
yeah.
I'm like, how many of those are Derek?
Oh, I know all those are Derek. I already
my
know
God.
this. I already know this.
Why would I write bad reviews about us?
No, the good ones are you.
Oh, you think I only do good ones?
Yeah, like the ones that are like that Derek Nolan is so handsome. Like
There
that's
has
you.
never
That's
been
you.
one that says I'm handsome. Because if there was, I would have written it.
Come on, he probably doesn't do it. He probably makes his kids write them for him.
Right.
Guys,
Right.
kids, do some reviews for last week's episode.
they sit around dinner at Sunday night. Come on, I need something.
Oh. No. Yep,
So back
yep.
to a serious question. So liquid cooled or not liquid cooled? I heard that.
Liquid cooled.
If you're not going to overclock and go nuts, then you don't need
But
it.
he's gonna be running the PC at full blast.
Like
Full blast. Heat wise.
I
Hot as
still,
hell in there.
I still overclock my shit, and I only have fans.
I'm not overclocking. I'm just letting you know.
If you're not going to overclock and you don't want to risk your hardware, then you definitely don't need water cooling. Like I overclock by 10%, and I still don't need water cooling.
Yeah, I'm not doing overclocking. So.
So
And
what
I
do you
think
do
the
though?
two PCs that I was looking at.
I just went fans when I built my last rig, so I didn't go with the water cooling.
Like, what's the price difference between
But it's
water
not
cooling?
it's not the price difference. It's having to deal with that. Like there's enough shit inside the case to fucking deal with your cable management. Forget deal with water management.
What
I'm
is
not
there
doing
to do?
it. I'm not building it though.
Oh, you're just buying. So your site's all like a pre-built like
Yeah.
beat mode one.
Those digital
Oh,
storm,
okay.
those ones I sent you there is literally the specs of those. The
Oh, I
PCs.
thought you.
I thought you were building it.
Somebody take a screenshot quickly.
Oh,
Somebody quickly. Before he's back.
I'm trying to get my phone.
Quickly.
I got it. I got
Yes.
it. I got it. I got a couple
We
of
got
them.
you now.
We got him. His mouth open. His
I
mouth
saw
is
you take the
open.
picture.
His
I
mouth is open.
saw you take the picture. Okay. I thought that was just the specs of the PC you're building. So they're just building it for you. You're not.
Yeah, Digital Storm's building it for me. There's a couple different sites that I'm looking at. So there was, what is it? NXZT is one. I looked at PowerPC, but their thing is just too confusing for a guy that doesn't really care. I mean, I care, but not like. They're really, I don't know, I feel like they're kind of shady on their stuff.
There's
and
something fun about building your own PC, though, buddy.
I'm not that guy. I'm not going to freaking put the glue down and put
It's
the
not
process-
You don't have to do
It's not
any of
that
that.
difficult.
You don't have to do any of that.
It's
Especially
super
on a new
simple.
build.
Yeah,
It's literally just putting it
like
together.
I mean, I guess if Selden can do it, I
like
should be a
Lego
shoe
brand.
Wow, so neat.
But going back to what like Derek was saying, like there's nothing to worry about putting it in. Like I thought you were going with like leaking or something like that doesn't
No.
happen either. Like
No, I just meant more of like I have enough problems with wire management. Forget also bringing in like
but
liquid.
it's one extra wire. Like it's all that is. Literally one extra wire.
No, but then you have to pull all the cooling around to your graphics cards
Just-
and to your
no,
CPU.
you just put the radiator at the exhaust fan. Like done. Like that's all you gotta do.
Nah.
It's super easy. Like I thought it was like a
Just-
price thing, but
I
like
just
I
buy
think the price difference is like $20.
I think it's a gimmick.
No, it's not a gimmick. I've run gaming PCs with fan and CPU cooling, and CPU cooling is way better. Way better. Especially for what Yaw is wanting to do, which is stream and game. Something that, like, both those things are heavily intensive.
I use my same
CPU usage.
PC for both. I'm not a Hitman 2 PC guy, so
But that's one of the reasons why, like, I've been doing this for so long. Like, that's why I ended up going dual eventually, because
but I
It's
don't
not
have
that
the
much of a
income
strain.
flow for that right
no,
now.
I'm just saying. But like I've done the stream and game from the one PC before, and it's highly,
it's taxing.
very taxing. Like, especially
Well,
if
then look at the
you
ones
wanna-
that I put, because I'm not building my own PC, guys. I mean, I know it's cool and everything, and you do all the nifty stuff. I don't really give a crap.
I
I
just
just
thought it
want
was like a
something that's-
pricing for you.
No. I mean, I want to spend up to $2,000 in situations where I want to be
What's your
maxed
price
out.
limit? Yeah.
Yeah, for the PC itself, because I'm gonna get a couple monitors, obviously, and the stream equipment, like another camera. What else?
I built my
Lights
mom
comes-
a computer the other day, like a couple months ago. Like the cheapest parts possible. I think I got a cooler for like $40. Like, even
Yeah,
she
no.
has a cooler in it.
Yeah, no, I built the boys' gaming PCs with 1070s, and like I think I spent like $600, $700 on their PCs.
Yeah, I spent like $500 on my mom.
Yeah. As long as you got the monitors already, like one of them already had 3, one of them had 2, so like it's as long as once you have the monitors, you just can keep reusing them. It's the computer that's the part that's the recurring expense.
Probably reuse the hard drives.
Yeah, because I have like a bunch of 1.2 terabyte SSDs and a bunch of 1.9 terabyte SSDs, couple 500 gig SSDs.
Most expensive thing, oh my god, I speak again. The most expensive thing that you'll probably find
Graphics card.
is no, I'm more talking about
Memory.
price to unit is memory.
Yeah.
Memory is highly overpriced. It's been like that for like 2-3 years now. It's going down, but man, is it still really high?
I have 32 gigs in this guy.
Yeah, me too.
So this has a i7 chip,
Yep,
an
good.
MSI.
Yeah,
motherboard.
CPU you don't have to
No.
worry about anymore because almost everything else is offloaded to your graphics card nowadays.
Yeah, and then it's got 16 gigs DDR memory.
3 or 4?
DDR5.
Do what? Say it again.
What kind of
What
DDR?
DDR?
4.
4, okay.
4.
The 600 watt power supply, and then it's got one SSD, M.2, 500 gigabyte.
Yeah, that's gonna
Solid
fill up
state drive.
fast.
And then it also has a 2 terabyte regular storage drive as well.
You want to usually install games on your SSDs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And then let's see, graphics has a GeForce GXT 1050 Ti, 4 gigabyte, integrated motherboard, audio, whatever. And then it has the extreme cooling, which is the H2O Stage 1 Digital Storm Vortex liquid CPU cooler. And then it does pre-cable management, so I don't have to worry about cable management.
Right,
I'm good at that anyway, so that's just the way I am. And then some standard fans. It comes with Windows backup, Windows 10, Windows 10 backup.
Yeah.
Save everything to your OneDrive, so if you ever need to format, you don't ever have to worry about backing anything up. Install your games on separate drives, everything on the cloud. It's so simple that way. Wow, okay, so why is it doing that?
I don't know.
Like, what exactly is it?
Going purple again? I'm not even watching the stream.
Yeah, I'm so purple.
Like, how is it? I've never seen that.
I think it's gonna be this webcamoid thing I'm using. We're going back to real green screen next week, so.
What are you gonna do for TIFF?
Well, I have the old green screen I had. Like, I have the Elgato one, and I have my original green screen.
Oh shit, no, stay away. No, stay away. No, leave us alone. Fuck you. No. Fuck.
Sharky.
Son of a bitch. Chasing me for like 45 minutes. Finally takes a bite out of me.
Alright.
They're gonna be doing opt-in for Pioneer. I don't know if you guys do that.
I'm already Pioneer.
Oh,
But
right.
you guys should get in Pioneer.
Yeah, that was mainly for the guys that are not in it.
I'm only gonna play with you guys, and
Well, we're in Pioneer, so you could play with us in Pioneer. We just can't stream it.
Right.
I
you can't
don't
stream.
know not if I can stream it.
Are we still streaming live?
Yes.
Drop the live stream.
Alright, we're gone. See you later.
See you, stream. Bye. Bye, Blue. That.
Are we dropped?
No. Bye, Blue.